drums play with the steel guitar. I go to honky tonks and to tiki bars. I like girls in bikinis and wearing tight blue jeans. I like the fiddle player with marimba thrown in and a conga drum beat behind the mandolin. I was raised in the country but still love the sound of the sea. I wear a cowboy hat with my bathing suit. I'm just a country boy who likes to sit under a palm tree. I'm not all mixed up, I just like my music. Tropical country. I like the Beach Boys songs about California. I dig the Zac Brown Band way down in Georgia. Alan Jackson singing It's 5 o'clock somewhere. And Jimmy Buffett, all of his songs I know. I like Toby Keith's Good to Go to Mexico. I was raised in the country but still love the smell of salty air. I wear a cowboy hat with my bathing suit. I'm just a country boy who likes to sit under a palm tree. I'm not all mixed up, I just like my music. Tropical country. I take my rum and my beer, both with a slice of lime. I love tropical drinks, still like the taste of moonshine. I drink tequila shots, take my whiskey on the rocks, and groove on Kenny Chesney. And I take my music, tropical country. One for each hand. Garth Brooks sang it, you can understand. Every now and then you got to get to a beach somewhere. There's a guaranteed way to bring back your smile. But if you can't go to some tropical isle, just close your eyes and let a good song take you there. I wear a cowboy hat with my bathing suit. I'm just a country boy who likes to sit under a palm tree. I'm not all mixed up, I just like my music. Tropical country. I'm not all mixed up, I just like my music. Tropical country.
Happy Hump Day! Hey, it's another Wednesday right here on Tropical Country at B-Dawg and Lou on Tiki Man Radio. I am B-Dawg, and of course, I have Laura Lou by my side.
Hey, everybody.
You had the replay on there, didn't you?
I did. I was watching YouTube, forgot to turn the volume down.
Busted.
I know. I got too excited. Ed the Train Man is with us tonight. He's off work.
Oh.
So.
He's with us?
Yeah, he's with us tonight on YouTube. He's off work, he said. So
wow.
I got a little excited whenever I saw that they were going to be with us tonight.
Oh, wait for it.
Oh.
All aboard!
Listen, he's getting professional now.
Hey, producer Monica's listening. She's always listening. So, and of course, we have a special guest with us tonight. He is our one and only. He is our best friend. He is Mr. Alan Golden.
How is everyone this evening? Good show coming up.
Hey, we are going to have a blast.
That sounds like a good time. That sounds like a great time.
Yes, it is. We're going to be winging a little bit tonight, but
winging it's fine.
Yeah, that's the way I say. Absolutely. So, how about let's just get the ball rolling then, huh?
Roll it.
Roll it.
swinging on the red dirt ground. Saloon door swinging wide open, it's about to go down. Outlaws riding out of the hills, shooting moonshine, shotgun shells. A bunch of hellraisers wanna send you to your maker. So time to saddle up, so you gotta act now and shoot from the hip. Ask questions later, shoot from the hip. Come on. Sometimes the only peacemaker is a hairpin trigger and a fingertip. You gotta shoot from the hip. Shoot from the hip. The dust settles, the barrels go cold, and it's deuces wild at the watering hole. Turns out cards and hard liquor don't mix too well. And this joker with an ace up his sleeve in a midnight special where nobody can see. I show him four of a kind, he gets red in the eye. He flips the table over, I reach for mine and shoot from the hip. Ask questions later, shoot from the hip. Come on. Sometimes the only peacemaker is a hairpin trigger and a fingertip. You gotta shoot from the hip. Shoot from the hip. Sometimes the only peacemaker is a hairpin trigger and a fingertip. You won't find me 6 feet under. You won't find me taking cover. 'Cause I'm holding the roar of the thunder. Shoot from the hip. Ask questions later. Shoot from the hip. Come on. Sometimes the only peacemaker is a hairpin trigger and a fingertip. You gotta shoot from the hip. Shoot from the hip. Sometimes the only peacemaker is a hairpin trigger and a fingertip. You gotta shoot from the hip. Shoot from the hip. Shoot from the hip. Oh, shoot from the hip.
Boy, that gets your blood a pumping, doesn't it?
Gets it going.
Listen, he's only had one beer. I don't know what happened, people.
Hey, I have a lot of bottled up energy this week. I'm going to tell you.
That's good. You got to go back to work next week.
No, I went back to work this week.
Oh, it was this week.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why.
That's what happens. I stopped working from home and I had to go to the office to have to behave myself. So now I've just got all kinds of bottled up
Now
energy.
you're a bit unhinged.
I'm off the hook. And that's right. We are shooting from the hip tonight, baby.
That's right.
So, hey, we are broadcasting live on YouTube on the MFG Records Tropical live stream. So, for those of you that haven't done it already, jump on over here to Facebook, bring up the live stream, and shoot us a line.
YouTube.
Oh, Facebook.
We're not doing Facebook
Okay,
Live.
we're not doing Facebook anymore. I apologize.
They don't like us. They keep
don't
cutting
like
us
it.
off.
They don't like us. So we are doing YouTube only tonight. I apologize. So the YouTube live cam, MFG Records Tropical Division. It is music for grown-ups. That was Dave Sines and Beth Travers, our wonderful sponsors for our live stream for this broadcast.
Yeah, we love
We
them.
thank them.
So, see, I am so hyped up. I'm like, you'd think I was a kid on sugar, but I have not had a sugar in a week and a half.
I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
Yeah, no Mountain Dew.
No, I have cut back.
Amen.
I went from, this is embarrassing, but I went from 80 ounces a day
Wow.
down to between 20 and 24 ounces a day.
That's tough. It's tough.
It
but
is.
But it's really good for you.
It really is. I'm feeling much better. My stomach's not upset like it was. I mean, everything, it's going so much better. Although I've hit I do love the dew. But that's okay. I'm learning to drink water.
We get through it.
For those of you that weren't following last week, Lou and I started a new diet regimen.
Yeah.
We started the South Beach diet. Last week was our first week. We were 3 days in when we did the show last week. Surprisingly enough, I thought it was a pretty good show.
Yeah.
It was?
Yeah. So now we are a week and a half in it. So in the past, in a week and a half, I have not had any added sugar, no soda, no bread,
Has
no
anyone
carbs,
ever been around
no
anybody
nothing.
when they're in detox?
No, I saw Lou. She was She was sharpening a toothbrush, getting ready to shake somebody.
So
It might happen.
we haven't managed to kill each other yet, so that's a good thing.
Right.
From going on the detox of not having all that stuff.
Notice I'm sitting beside her.
You would think we'd be like at each other's throats, and I noticed that it does take a little less for me to irritate her, but for the under the circumstances, we're doing pretty good.
Golden is a brave soul.
Yeah,
He's sitting over here within arm's reach.
But I didn't last week. I didn't even come
No,
in
you
last week
didn't.
because I want to stay out of the shank
Out of the
zone.
shank zone.
Yeah. Yep. I didn't want shivved.
Yeah, we're doing better, and
I'm seeing the fruits of my labor.
yes,
now,
we are
so
seeing
I'm
the fruits of
feeling
the labor. So after 1 week, tell everybody your progress.
10 pounds.
So hey,
Down 10 pounds.
Hey.
Yeah. I lied. 10 pounds in 9 days.
So
Yeah.
That's a week.
I was pretty excited about it.
That is awesome.
And
that is
he's
awesome.
lost more than I have.
yeah, I lost the 10 pounds in 5 days. So yes,
Men.
I think
But-
I found him.
sir.
Pretty sure I found him.
Yeah.
That's what I've been saying for the last few months, but I'm trying to give him back now.
I'm kind of getting excited about next week because next week we get to introduce some new things. Like I can finally eat fruit.
Yeah.
I can eat some healthy
Whole grain
bread, healthy
bread.
carbs and things like that.
Very
So,
limited, but we're allowed.
You just shut down the first week. You just completely.
First 2 weeks.
You just completely shut yourself down.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
just, ugh.
went down to like a
First 2 weeks is no sugar, no carb, very little fat, things like that. And then after the first 2 weeks, then you start introducing healthy carbs and healthy fats back in. So the first 2 weeks is like a detox, and then you start slowly incorporating. And then by stage 3, it's a lifestyle.
I think if I started, I would want to get within your shank zone. Stab me.
it was horrible because we went grocery shopping, for this, and we found out, that if you want to shop healthy, just do the outside perimeter of the grocery store. Do not go down
The middle aisles.
The middle aisles.
middle
That's where
aisles
they
is
get
all
you.
the crap.
Devil.
But
Mom says
if
that's
you
the
just
devil.
walk around
Yeah.
the exterior rows, along the outer walls, you're good. The problem is there's even things on that outer wall that under the first 2 weeks restrictions, we're still not even allowed to have. So we go grocery shopping, and I'm like, hey, what about this? This looks healthy. And she's like, no, you can't have it. And I'm like, okay, fine. So then we go right along. I'm like, hey, what about this? This looks good. And she's like, yeah, you can't have that. And I'm like, so by the time we got out of the grocery store, I was pissed off and hungry.
Yeah, he was pouting. But it was hysterical because God love him. He falls for all of the, anything that says fat free or diet or, all the advertising
Well,
stuff.
I do too.
And so I'm walking through and I'm like, yeah, but look at the sodium content of that. Look at the fat content. And he's just like, okay, fine. He throws it back down and pouts till he finds the next thing. He's like, but this is made of turkey. I'm like, but I don't care. It's all processed and it's not how. So, yeah, I never, ever thought I would be one of those people. But, a little trip to the doctor corrected that. For me.
I'm known for hot dogs. I love hot dogs.
Oh, my God, I could live
And
on hot dogs.
I was excited when I found, turkey hot dogs.
Oh my God, no!
And then she was
See?
like, no, you can't have that. You can't have that.
I tried them.
Are they nasty?
They have absolutely no. The ones I tried had absolutely no flavor.
See?
Oh, really?
Nothing. I took them. We went camping because I can't have beef
Right.
Right.
because of my allergies. But so Claudia says, "Hey, let's get you these turkey dogs. Let's try these." No,
No.
No, chili and cheese would not have saved these things.
I will tell
See,
you.
now you can be less mad at me about it.
Yeah, they weren't good. They were
I
not
will
good.
tell you something that we found that is really, really good.
What's-
Is turkey Italian sausage.
No, yeah, I can do
That
Yeah, it's good.
that was an okay substitute. I was all right with that.
We buy the smoked one, like the Killshire
ring?
Farm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we buy that in turkey.
He was
Gotcha.
picking that up too,
And she was
I
like,
shouldn't.
"No.
I probably
No, you
shouldn't
can't
have
have
done the other sausages either. But by that point, he wore me down, and I was just like, "That's fine. That's fine. Just whatever."
Let me tell you,
Like
you
a
know,
5-year-old.
I know.
I'm a trooper, but there's only so much chicken one man can eat. I'm telling you,
Trust me.
you just
I know.
can't do it.
I know.
I never knew they made turkey chops, like little turkey sirloins.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. I have to
Found
look into
'em.
that because I'm restricted. I mean, yes, I can eat beef, but I want to end up in the emergency room again.
Right, we don't want that to happen to
No,
you
I
either.
don't. I really don't.
No.
But I do try it every now and then. But
Just to see if you're
see,
still
I've got my
allergic.
EpiPens. I can stab it. I got Benadryl. Sometimes it's worth the risk, but I don't risk it too often.
Yeah. So
Well, yeah, they do. Publix does have turkey. I think they call them turkey sirloins.
I'll try 'em.
Yeah, they
I'll
look
try
like a pork chop, boneless pork chop.
'em. Yeah, I'll try 'em.
Yeah,
yeah.
we haven't tried them yet, but I only did it for a something different besides chicken. So if anybody has any good no carb recipes out there, holler at me. Send them to me, please.
I'm sure that we have lots of people who would give you a hand with that.
I would love
I
that.
I do. So, all right. Well, now enough about talking about the food or their lack of. And,
I know. We keep making everybody hungry.
You know,
when
and
we do that.
how much I want, bad food that's bad for me. And,
Yes, bring it on.
Yeah. So, who's joining us tonight?
Well, Scott Dyer says we need to get an air fryer, which we did talk about that,
Yeah,
Scott, because
yeah.
we had a little one.
And it burned up in the house fire.
Yeah.
So, and we haven't replaced it. So.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
gift, so I didn't spend money
It
on
didn't
it.
cause
but-
the fire.
No, it did not
No,
cause
no,
the
no,
fire.
no.
It did not cause the
No,
fire.
that would be me because I didn't want to use the air fryer one day, and I decided I was going to just heat up a little pot of grease for one little handful of French fries.
And she burnt the house down.
And then my dad was still alive at the time, and he hollered my name. And I walked away, and the next thing I know, there's smoke rolling and flames shooting to the ceiling. So
Well, the air fryer would be a.
I've not been allowed
lot
to
better
deep
bet
fry
on
since
that.
then, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, we do want to
That
get
would,
an air fryer.
that would spook me too.
And I know
Yeah.
everybody that knows regulars listening to Tiki Man Radio, they know that that we had a pretty sucky, 2019, 2020.
Yeah.
And that was the catalyst that set everything off.
It really was. It was the beginning of the end.
Once we had the house fire, it was just all downhill from there.
That was the beginning of the rebuild.
Yeah.
That was the
Yeah,
beginning of the
some
So we're
NFL
rebuilt
franchises, take a few years. That's the same with us. We're getting there slowly but surely, but we're getting there.
We are. Well, want to say hey to Jody Orr.
Yep.
She's out there.
Jody, hey,
Love it.
Jody's my friend. Jody, I used to work
Hey,
with
Jody.
Jody at RBC. Hello, Jody,
Hey, how are you?
and my daughter.
Yes, Alan's
Your
daughter
daughter.
is out
Kids
there.
Go. She's out there. She's listening.
And your
Go
lovely
ahead.
wife.
My lovely wife
Oh.
is out there also.
Listen, we can't wait for our trip to
She's
Key West.
the cuter and the better golden.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, we love you, but we
Most
really
every-
love her.
Yeah, most of everybody. I don't blame you. I'm on the same page with you. I like her a lot better than I do myself.
Ed the Train Man. We talked to Ed already.
Hey,
but-
Ed.
And Miss Michelle.
Myers.
Michelle Meyer.
Hey, Michelle.
She is the official ambassador of Beach Buddha Coffee.
Yeah.
Which
and
is-
becoming Tiki Man Radio. And
Yeah, she's an
Tropical
ambassador
country.
for everybody, but
We love
she
her.
we know that we rank among Beach Buddha Coffee, which we have to agree. Beach Buddha Coffee is the best roast coast to coast.
Yes.
She's
So
on.
and they got that new blend out, Boomer Shamrock Bay.
We have to order some
Yeah.
of that before the
Haven't had
month
it
is
yet.
up.
Yeah,
Haven't
didn't
had
I-
it
You
yet.
haven't?
No.
Yeah, didn't I tell you last week you need to put in an order?
I did. I didn't get to it yet. I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah. See, Beach Buddha, it's not me. It's not me. I put in my order just the girl in the office didn't take care of it. So
I'm a slacker.
it's not my
Listen,
fault.
It's sugar
It's
withdrawal.
not my fault.
I was busy in detox, okay?
Because I told you, we
She
may
can't be blamed.
we may
That's
be
right.
on this diet, but I will not give up my Beach Buddha coffee.
He did say that, yes.
No, I have it every morning. I have the Coconut Bay every morning, so it's awesome.
I do too, but one of my favorite things that I have that I drink with coffee is, I have to have creamer. I'm not a straight black coffee kind of guy. I do add a little bit of creamer, and then what set me off was I really loved the Almond Joy coffee creamer. Because it
Oh, yeah.
You've told
because
me
it
that.
really brought out the flavor of that Coconut
Yeah, you
Bay
can't
with
have
that
that
hint of
anymore.
chocolate. I can't have it. Can't have it anymore. So of course now I am drinking coconut and almond milk as creamer.
Really?
Yeah.
He says it's not the same.
No, it probably.
So it's not the same, and I tell you, if it was any less of a coffee, it would suck.
Probably
He did
would.
try it with
But,
some bad coffee.
Yeah,
and
I tried it with
he
some.
was not
I
happy.
tried it with another popular brand that we will remain nameless because we don't mention those other brands here because
Right.
Beach Buddha is number
There's
one in
only
our
one.
heart. So yeah, so I did try it with the crappy coffee and it was horrible. So yeah, if it was any less of a coffee, the almond milk wouldn't be working for me. But thank God Beach Buddha is a damn good coffee.
My best friend's listening.
Tess.
Oh, who's your best friend? You got one?
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
Her name's Tammy Darby. She's my very best friend in the world. I've been friends with her for many, many years. She's out there listening. She just sent me a picture of all of her eggs that she just got in. I'll show you a picture.
Eggs? What kind of eggs?
Of their chicken. She's
Oh,
crazy.
listen, we are
She's a
eating-
crazy chicken lady.
We are eating a lot of eggs.
Yeah, eggs and chicken and chicken and eggs.
She has
and-
ducks.
Yeah.
She has her ducks in a pond. She has a little.
I just saw what you had her in your phone as.
She has a kiddie pool for her ducks, and she'll fill it full of minnows. And let the ducks and she just swim around and just nibble up all the minnows. It's video she sends me. They're fantastic. She lives down in Georgia. I haven't seen her in a while, but she's still my best.
Well, thank you for tuning in.
Thank you.
Yeah,
and thank you for the compliment.
Yeah. So hopefully she'll watch the show from now on.
She's
So-
been watching. She's a regular listener.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. And as you can tell, you never know what's going to happen because, I can make a big mistake and trip over my feet and put my foot in my mouth and all kinds of good stuff.
No.
Hit the wrong button. I've already done that once tonight. So, my batting streak started off kind of slow tonight. And
That'll be all right.
it is
Well,
what it
speaking
is.
of weekly listeners, last week we got the cutest picture from
did.
Taylor.
Yes, yes.
Taylor and the
Hold
grandbaby.
on. I will. Let me see here. Hold on. Let me get the camera up here.
She said they have a family weekly activity
Yes.
now.
Let me see if I can find it.
Somebody has to see Papaw every week.
Yes.
I remember
So-
seeing that. That's fantastic.
Yeah, because I told her, they listened in, and she was like, we always are listening. So she sent me, she put me this picture. So we'll see if we can get it up there. There's my little granddaughter. That would be Everly.
adorable.
Her
Isn't
and my
that the
daughter
sweetest
Taylor.
picture?
They are loyal watchers and listeners of Tropical Country, B-Dawg and Lou. And of course, Papa loves you, baby. So.
And Miss Rachel, Giraffe,
Giraffe.
she's
So,
listening while she's working from home tonight.
She's finally got her wedding invitations out in the mail.
Yes,
So-
yes. We have
When's the big day?
May 8th.
May the 8th.
May 8th, yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll be making a trip up to Ohio that week. So to, let her watch her tie the knot. And,
Yep.
sometimes the way her and JT are, I'm like, are you sure you want to do that?
They are so much alike. It's so funny. And some ways so different, some ways so much alike, but they give each other the same amount of crap. That's
Oh, they
just-
do.
They
do.
just fit together. It really is hysterical
Yeah.
to be around the two of them.
Yeah, they're fun.
They are so much fun.
So, because sometimes JT, he just, finally, he's just like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Whatever. he knows when to surrender. So,
And that right there is the key to a happy marriage.
yes.
When the husband knows when to surrender.
JT, I know.
When to just give up.
And I know JT's done this before, and he's going to have to learn from his mistakes. I was not a fast learner. I was a very slow learner. But I finally have come around to the concept of, yes, dear.
Yeah. Yeah.
But here's the thing. Every once in a while, I get a wild hair, and I think I can challenge her. I'm like, no. I know what's best. And then 2 minutes later, she proves me wrong, and then I got to go, oh, I'm sorry. You were right. I was wrong.
Gained all that weight from eating crow.
That's right.
Yes.
A lot of crow. That crow's fattening, I've heard.
She was like, you would save yourself a lot of headache if you would just listen to me once in a while.
That's right.
And I'm like, I've been told that my whole life.
Scott Dyer said, yes, dear, I'm sorry, and you're right. The most frequent things he ever says.
Yeah, you betcha. You betcha. So, the slogan, happy wife, happy life is not an accident, dude. You know who came up with that slogan? A woman.
Probably right.
Yeah, happy spouse, happy house.
Oh, that's a good one,
well,
too.
Yeah, she don't care if I'm happy or not.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
I always want you to be happy.
If you cared,
You're
cared.
easier to deal with.
If you cared,
Much
you wouldn't
easier.
have been starving me for the last week and a half.
Okay, I want you to be healthy more than I want you to be happy.
She wants you around a little bit longer, so that does mean she likes you.
Well,
Yeah.
have you ever heard the saying skinny and happy? No, it's fat and happy.
Well, we've been fat and happy for a few years now.
Yeah, I know. See, I'm trying. I am. I'm trying.
But who's ours, right?
You are.
That's what my
I told
brother.
you, I can't win. I
Sam
cannot
always
win.
says. Sam always says, I'm the boss of our relationship. Isn't that right, honey? Can I be the boss for today?
Just for today.
Just for today.
Well, I wear the pants in the family.
Yeah.
Now, she might lay them out for me. But I wear them.
That's right.
Well, Laura Lou wears the pants in our family. They may be pajama pants, but she wears the
That's
pants.
right. Comfy clothes.
How am I going to wow them today?
That's right.
A pair of leggings
There is
and
nothing
shirt,
like some
t-shirt. Am I gonna-
flannel and a t-shirt
Yep,
and all
yep.
your hair pulled up on top of your head like Cindy Lou Who.
See, she does.
Ain't
Yeah, I
nothing
do that all
sexier.
the time.
With both of them?
I think she.
Yeah, all three. There's three.
I think she does it. Does the whole casual look so often, so that when she finally does get dressed up, that she.
I look twice as
She
good.
gets that wow factor.
Rocks it.
That's right. Shut up. You're not even right. On another note, happy birthday, Florida.
Hey, happy birthday, Florida! Yeah,
Today-
Florida's birthday.
Today in 1845, they became the 27th state.
Wow,
So
nice.
Love Florida.
there's your random fact for
A
today.
random factoid. Happy birthday, Florida. So, and I bet you everybody down there is just partying it up.
Oh, I bet they are too.
Mm-hmm. So, well, you said Scott Dyer's out there. Good evening,
Yes.
Scott. And, of course, we cannot forget his lovely wife, Ruth the Truth Dyer.
That's right.
So, of course, they're a pair. So, we can't be talking, downgrading and dissing on the wives and everything without, mentioning on our better half. So, there's
That's right.
a shout out to Scott's better half.
Behind
which-
every man is a good woman.
They're one that's kind of angry.
Only during detox.
Right.
Oh, my gosh.
This is where Matt's song comes in.
Yeah, we may have to play that later if this theme continues. We may.
Hey, Miss Michelle says she's got my back, so.
Hey, who invited you into this conversation?
I'm staying out of it. Just consider me in the willfully self-inflicted.
Oh, well, Well, speaking of Scott Dyer, he messaged me earlier today,
Yeah.
and he was like, hey, I have this song I want to hear. Just got him in the mood. He wanted to hear the song, and kind of pointed out, we haven't played any Kenny Chesney yet.
On purpose.
on purpose. Believe it or not, we have not played any Kenny Chesney on purpose. Because when we talked about that we were going to do a tropical country show, I had a person yet to be, well, let's just say
There were a few people.
Well, a few people that said, oh, great, we're going to have 2 hours of Kenny Chesney. And I'm like, no. You know, we're not gonna play, you know, constant Kenny Chesney, because immediately when you think of, you know, the coastal country, everybody's mind goes to, you know, the country version of Jimmy Buffett,
right?
You know, or whatever. Some people made that comment that have meant it as a compliment and have meant it as, you know, being kind of derogatory. So, you know, we didn't want to you know, overwhelm people with a bunch of Kenny Chesney.
Although we love him,
and you know, I believe he's got some concerts coming up soon that we'll
he's got a free one on Facebook coming up.
Hey, there you go. We'll get some information on that.
Yeah.
So, so we intentionally stayed away from Kenny Chesney for a while because we just didn't want to overwhelm people. You know, we've made it 6 shows, and this is show number 6. Show number 6. So thank you, this many. Thank you everybody for continuing to tune in. So the Tiki Man will let us come in here every once a night and play around and hang out with y'all. So we appreciate that. So you know, I think we've done a good job of bringing you a variety of you know, artists that you've known really well, and some of your favorite trop rock artists. And I think we've even thrown a couple in there that nobody's heard of. So we've done our best here to try to mix it up, but you know, since it was requested by the one and only Mr. Scott Dyer, he wanted to hear a little Kenny Chesney's Key Lime Pie.
Love it.
Let's hear it.
Hey guys, welcome to Crouton's Beach Bar. My name's Amy. I'll be taking care of you today.
Hey, Amy, what's going on? How you doing? We just came in for a couple drinks and a little after dinner, man.
All right, we've got some great key lime pie today.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Take a drink and some pie.
Big straw hat, banana drink. I can't remember what it is I'm thinking. My key lime pie. Ocean breeze, tire swing, coconut fall if you shake that thing. And my key lime pie. Not too tart, not too sweet. My baby loves to watch me eat her key lime pie, her key lime pie. Tall green tree, yellow bird, bikini bottom and a tie-dye shirt. And my key lime pie. Big white sail, red sunset, lobster tail, and don't forget my key lime pie. Six string, 10 shots of cruising rum. Hey, I like it a lot with my key lime pie. A tortola, a full moon, shining down on a blue lagoon. And my key lime pie. Not too tart, not too sweet. My baby loves to watch me eat her key lime pie, her key lime pie. We got Ginger and Mary Ann cooking up a real good tan, and my key lime pie. Key lime pie. Key lime pie. Key lime pie. My. Key lime pie. Key lime pie. Key lime pie. My. Key lime pie.
Summertime, and the feeling is breezy, and I'm living easy. And the sun it shines, was only here for the weekend, but I'm never leaving. And take me down to the beach by the coconut tree, your hand in my hand, lemon in my iced tea, rolling in the sand. The salty kisses on my tan, and we're sipping on mojitos. We're sand in my toes, supper boys on the shore, nowhere to go, just a girl on the coast. I'm just a girl on the coast, and I'm singing, hey, I'm okay, but if you want me, this is where I'm gonna be. I'm just a girl on the coast. Blue, how blue is the sky? Palm trees are shading, and the sun is blazing. And I close my eyes. I hear the waves are crashing, and I'm here relaxing. And take me down to the beach by the coconut tree, your hand in my hand, lemon in my iced tea, rolling in the sand. The salty kisses on my tan, and we're sipping on mojitos. We're sand in my toes, supper boys on the shore, nowhere to go, just a girl on the coast. I'm just a girl on the coast, and I'm singing, hey, I'm okay, but if you want me, this is where I'm gonna be. I'm just a girl on the coast. I never felt so free. I'm happy here, swimming in the sea. I guess the mermaid life is just for me. Ooh. Take me down to the beach by the coconut tree, your hand in my hand, lemon in my iced tea, rolling in the sand. Salty kisses on my tan, and we're sipping on mojitos. We're sand in my toes, supper boys on the shore, nowhere to go, just a girl on the coast. I'm just a girl on the coast, and I'm singing, hey, I'm okay, but if you want me, this is where I'm gonna be. I'm just a girl on the coast, yeah, I'm singing, hey, I'm okay, but if you want me, this is where I'm gonna be. I'm just a girl on the coast.
Jesse James Decker, isn't that a nice song?
That is
I
a
love her.
beautiful song.
That just makes you want to be on a beach somewhere, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Scott Dyer said 10 more days and he's in Key West.
Yeah, I
Braggart.
know.
That's why he wants pie.
Well, and let me tell you, Scott, you're lucky I played that song, because, it is pretty cruel for you to request a song about pie when this man is on a diet. I'm just saying. I was sitting there listening to that song, and I'm like, God, now I want pie.
No.
Not just
Come
any,
on, I
not
want
just
pie.
any key lime.
I know. I ain't allowed any pie. So
Because if I'm going to break bad, I'm going to break bad on one of those.
yeah. Well, I before we went on this diet, I made sure we went out to eat at a restaurant, and I made sure that I finished off the meal with a big old hunk of apple pie and vanilla ice cream.
It was like the Last Supper.
It was. You would have thought I was getting crucified, 'cause I'm like, or in the electric chair or something. What do you want for your last meal? I want apple pie and ice cream.
Well, speaking of that, listen, I don't think that I have ever met Jody, but I think he must be a good man.
He is very good.
He says, I always say it, heavy, high, far. If it's heavy, you pick it up. If it's high, you bring it down. If it's far, you go get it for her.
Yep.
That's a good man right there.
That's his motto. He's a good one. He really
That's
is.
a good man. And also, Michael Baltz says, hey, all, I'm a trop rock artist and a personal trainer. I can help you with that weight loss.
Hey, I think that's the first time I've heard that name. So,
Sweating to the tropics.
welcome to Tropical Country and tuning in. And so,
Sorry, Scott Dyer.
he didn't think about that, did he?
No, he said, sorry about that, but there ain't no songs about carrots.
No. No good story started with I was eating a salad either.
No. So,
And Connor is watching
But fortunately, I'm allowed my beer.
Not really.
Well, not really. It was on the list, of alcohol is not allowed during them first 2 weeks. But, when your wife is not willing to give it up, I don't have to either.
So screw him.
Oh. Listen, I don't know what got into him tonight, but
well, it's only a handful of calories. It's not like what I drink. It's like a bomb of calories.
Well, yeah.
Well, when we switched, because originally we were Bud Light drinkers, and then we switched to the when I started the whole diet process back in May of last year, because prior to this diet, I was on a diet, so I stopped. I switched that to the Miller Lite because difference between wheat and rice and calories and all that, which helped out lose the first 43 pounds. So now I've lost 10 more, and we're still trucking. So, and I went to the doctor today, and she's mad, because we had the discussion last week that that Lou went to the doctor, and she had
high cholesterol,
high blood pressure,
high sugar.
If whatever it was high. Well, then I go to the doctor today. It was my turn. And then, so I called her when I was leaving my doctor's appointment, and she's like, so how'd it go? And I'm like, everything's normal.
Listen, we have a rule that we don't cuss at each other, ever. And I called him a bastard today. Just saying. Yeah. I blame it on the detox, but that's what I said.
Yeah. Lack of booze.
Well, and the doctor goes, he goes, your cholesterol is on the high side of normal. But he says that's basically because of the diet that you're on, because you're eating more protein. He says that's to be expected, but he says, everything is normal.
That's awesome.
So
it was awesome. I'm happy about it.
Yeah, and
I secretly hate him, but I'm
by the way, just because I know you stick your little finger every day.
Yes.
My fasting blood sugar was 92.
Is it wrong to give somebody the finger live on YouTube?
Not when the camera's on you.
Wait for it.
See how I did that? See how I did that? I hurried up and switched that camera over to her so she couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Oh my!
Listen, I love you, but
we're having fun tonight.
We are.
So.
What are you reading on?
Well, I have. Okay, so.
What do you got? What do you got?
So. B-Dawg sent me this story a few days ago, and to be honest, I didn't read it until this morning. But if you live anywhere around Winfield, Alabama, be on the lookout. Mm-hmm. And I tried to find an update, so if anybody has an update on this, let me know. A 3.5-year-old kangaroo escaped in Winfield, Alabama.
What is it? Number one, what is it with you and animal songs? or animals in general. Last week it was a bear biting a lady on the ass. Now this week it's a kangaroo running wild.
Animals are more fun than people. I
They
don't
are.
know.
They are.
Oh, listen, okay, so apparently they, for whatever reason, were transporting this kangaroo from Winfield, Alabama up to somewhere in Tennessee. The guy driving was he was driving for a livestock company, and he lives in Alabama. So for whatever reason, he picked up this kangaroo early, picked it up on, yesterday, so Tuesday. And transported it to his house where he was going to keep it for a couple days. Apparently he thought, I don't know what he thought. But so when the guy working with him was helping him unload the kangaroo, the guy, I don't know if he dropped something, if he was trying to open a gate, I don't know. But for whatever reason, he let go of the kangaroo and it hopped away. And so there is a kangaroo on the loose in Winfield, Alabama. Nobody can find him. So if any listeners out there have any updates, let me know, because I really want to know if they found it yet. But there's a bolo out.
Well, last week, she had the story about the bear and biting the woman on the ass and all that, and
so funny.
And then I pulled a bear song out of my ass.
Right.
Well, guess what? I found a kangaroo song.
He was feeding in the outback on a sunny day, a little wallaby who likes to run and play. The kangaroos were there with their little joeys, genealogically cousins in the same family. But then came that pack of dingoes, they wanted some lunch too. Little Wally said, I think we have to hop real fast, but the roo said, we just have to hop faster than you. He's a kangaroo, wanna be a wallaby. He wants to be like that big guy, little Joey. He likes to play in the bush, likes to munch on the grass, but when danger comes around, he wants to hop real fast. He hangs out at the marsupial pub with his mob of wallaby mates. But when that mob of roos are there, they think they own the place. It gets a little testy when a big jack starts to shove. That's when he wishes he were big enough to punch that thug. He's a kangaroo, wanna be a wallaby. He wants to be like that big guy, little Joey. He likes to play in the bush, likes to munch on the grass, but when danger comes around, he wants to hop real fast. Be careful what you ask for, it may not be what you want. Unlike his bigger cousins, you won't find him on the menu at the local restaurants. He finally figured out the smartest thing to do is to stay himself and not be a roo. So now whenever there's danger about, he asks if he can hide in Joey's mama's pouch. He's a kangaroo, wanna be a wallaby. He wants to be like that big guy, little Joey. He likes to play in the bush, likes to munch on the grass, but when danger comes around, he wants to hop real fast. He's a kangaroo, wanna be a wallaby.
Hey!
Listen, I just can't with you.
That's Mr. Sam Rainwater. How's that one?
Nice.
I just can't.
I told you, I can pull a song out of my ass.
You can.
Good job.
Scott has an update.
What's that?
The poor kangaroo has been found and captured.
Oh, poor thing.
No longer on the run.
Well, let me tell you. I'm going to tell you a story about that story. How I got that story on my Facebook feed. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to tell you it's because my phone was listening to me.
Oh.
Because I've recently gotten back into watching kind of old TV shows, and one of the shows I got hooked on, I'm binge watching again, is ER. So, because that was back in what, late 80s? We was in high school, late 80s, early 90s, and all that. And it was in season 3. Don't ask me the episode, but season 3. One of the episodes is a patient came into the ER because he had been attacked by a kangaroo, which of course the whole thing is set in downtown Chicago. So they think the guy's a psych and just think he's downright crazy or drunk or something. And then all of a sudden it pops up on the news that they're tracking this kangaroo all around the city of Chicago trying to capture it. Mm-hmm. So I finished that episode, and then I go on Facebook and I start scrolling, and then sure enough, there's an article about this kangaroo in Alabama. So my phone was listening to me, listened to what I was watching on TV, and boom, I got the news. So thank you, Facebook. Thank you, my little device for listening to me, because it gave me gave us a good story and a pretty daggone good song. I actually liked that.
It looks like folks out there did too. Want to say hey to the Beach Buddha.
Hey, how are you doing, Chris?
He said, Captain Kangaroo here, listening to Coastal Country Excellence. So,
hey, you never know what's going to happen. So
that's right. Catherine Calloway says hey, and she loves the show.
Hey guys, thanks.
Scott Dyer's talking about a Kangaroo Bay coffee.
Yeah.
Coconut or Kangaroo Bay?
Kangaroo Bay, yeah, with an Australian blend.
That's the one that'll kick the bejesus out of you.
Well, I know if we was going to go Koala Bay, it would be something like eucalyptus, but that'd be more like a tea.
Yeah.
But so what would a kangaroo blend coffee taste like? I don't know about that.
Something
I don't
Australian.
know.
He's the pro.
But I'm going to tell you, if anybody could figure out what it would taste like, it would be the Beach Buddha.
Yeah,
for sure. So
I'm waiting on the tropical country roast though.
Well, like the cowboy coffee.
Yeah, is that what it was?
I don't
cowboy
know.
Roast?
Maybe something like that. I don't know.
I don't remember.
So Cowboy Bay or something like that.
Yeah,
I think he had mentioned.
Remember.
I don't know, but we'll see. Hey, not all of us can be Boomer. Boomer got his own coffee. Not all of us can be a Boomer. So
that's right.
But I really want to try it. Shamrock.
He really wants to try it too. It's a mint chocolate, right?
It is it has chocolate and a hint of mint.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it sounds really good. Tiki Man got some, but
we didn't order ours yet.
Laura Lou didn't order mine yet, even though I told her a week ago.
For the love of God!
I won't give her a guilt trip about that.
I was detoxing.
She's not responsible. She's not responsible.
That's no excuse. That's what she always tells me. That's no excuse.
He says it's in the works.
He does.
Beach Buddha says it's in the works.
Yeah, Beach Buddha said shh, it's in the works.
Okay, all right.
It'll be our secret.
Well, I know I can trust the Beach Buddha's word, but yours sometimes it's judgmental.
Oh, here we go. That's not even right.
Beach Buddha's on 10 tonight. He's
He is. He's cracking me up.
Yep.
Well, like I said, I've been working from home for the last year.
I think he's just excited to see somebody else's face.
I would be too.
Well, I started this new job at the end of January last year. I worked the month of February, and they sent me home for a year. And then, as a cruel joke, they all of a sudden on Friday told me that, you need to come back to the office effective Monday. And it was like, ruined a damn good weekend by telling me I had to come back to work in the office. And so now I'm in my little office all by myself all day long.
Where is your office?
It's at a discreet location.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I can't tell. It's one of them things. If I told you, I'd have to kill you.
Yeah, I want to live.
Yeah. So.
I'd rather live. It's not that important. Make it conversation.
Well, listen, you were giving me a hard.
My office is actually downtown.
It is
So
downtown.
yeah. So
I was just wondering how close it was to me, because I'm next to
You're very close.
I'm down the road from. I'm down the road from you.
Okay.
So
because the 911 center is like.
yeah, that's where I work.
Really? I'm actually right past you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I work inside the police services building.
Yeah, I'm right past
So
you.
I'm not a cop. I'm not a cop. You're not under arrest. Unless you're not having a good time, then you're under arrest for not having a good time.
Right on.
But no, I work inside the police services center, and
As a civilian.
as a civilian, and I get paid to shop.
That's true.
So when people's crap gets stolen, they give me the list of the stolen stuff, and I search all the pawn shops high and low trying to find people's stolen crap. So
Yeah.
that's what I do. So I don't see people. I stare at computer screens all day, searching in databases and things like that. So and if your stuff got stolen, do not message me. I can't. No. So
Just no.
hey, sometimes I get lucky, and I find stuff I'm not even looking for, So, the chocolate bar got an upgrade about a year ago with some really nice bar stools there.
Yeah.
So I found those.
They were not stolen.
They were not stolen.
They just happened to be advertised for sale.
Yeah, because on top of the pawn shops, I also am on Facebook Marketplace and things like that, where people would advertise things for sale.
Yeah, you have to keep up on the social media.
Yeah, I have to keep up
Yeah.
on the social media and things like that. And I just happened to come across a restaurant/bar that had went out of business and that was selling their inventory. So I gave the Tiki Man a phone call, and next thing you know, he's got some nice bar stools down here in the
Yeah.
chocolate bar.
Very
So
nice.
yeah, that's kind of how that thing happened. So all right. So what's new in the world?
Well,
You
you
got
were
any
getting on
news?
me about stories only about animals. I found one.
Do you have another song about an animal?
No.
Or story? Because I don't have another song.
Rachel wants you to find a song about a giraffe, by the way. No, but
Give me a minute.
oh Lord,
Give me a minute. We'll see what we can find.
She likes your giraffes.
she does. So, a driver, and I apologize because I can't even. It was in California somewhere. There was a driver got pulled over because his tint on his windows of his car was too dark. He was in the carpool lane. There were two of them. They got pulled over, only for the cop to find that the passenger was a mannequin. Dressed up in a nice flannel, baseball cap, even had his mask on his face, following the rules. He still got a ticket.
Well, I'm going to call BS on that one because he had a ticket for riding around with a mannequin.
No, it was for only one person
One
in the
person?
HOV lane.
Yeah, but have you ever seen where them cops are getting away with putting a mannequin behind the wheel of a police cruiser and turning on the radar? Hey, turnabout's only fair play.
Listen, do you remember that movie from the 80s called Mannequin?
Yeah.
That was the corniest movie
It was the most
ever.
corniest '80s movie ever, but had a really
I
good.
loved it.
But it had a really good soundtrack with
It really
Starship.
did. It really did. It did.
All right.
Maybe that was the case. Maybe the guy was just liked guys and
There was
decided
an-
to take
The only thing I
his buddy
remember,
with
but it
him.
was a cheesy movie, had a really good soundtrack, and the girl that played the mannequin was hot.
Right. We remember that much.
I remember that much.
There's a radio station in Atlanta whenever the HOV lane started. Mm-hmm. That's what one of the DJs did, was he went out, he put a mannequin in the car, and he rode up and down the HOV lanes just to see how long it would take him to get pulled over.
Did they get him?
Yeah, they got him. They wrote him a ticket, but it didn't take as long as you would think. I think maybe he was out for about 20 minutes.
Really?
And they popped him. But the HOV lanes were new, and they were looking for it, so...
Oh my God,
Yeah,
that's
dude.
hysterical.
They popped him.
Yeah, that's not right.
I don't
there.
understand really what those lanes are for, but it's because I'm a small town girl. I
Well,
realize.
if you ask me, I think most people think that that's the lane with no speed limit.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Uh,
You got to be moving.
Yeah,
yeah.
they don't play
That
around.
ain't
You
no
get over there, you
It ain't no parade.
You get in that HOV lane, you if you ain't got the pedal to the metal, you're gonna get ran over real
Yeah.
fast. So, and I tell you, the
Because
work
it goes up like 5 to 10 mile an hour per lane. So
well,
you know where-
the HOV lane around Nashville is crazy, but it's nothing like the one down in Atlanta.
Oh God.
So when you drive around Atlanta, you're taking your own life in your hands, right? When you're doing that one.
I call it the armpit 500.
The armpit 500.
Yeah, because Atlanta's an armpit, and that's like the armpit 500.
Now, what are you going to do if we got people in Atlanta listening?
Well, sorry. I live close to it. I worked in it. I can call it that.
Well, you are also a Georgia boy, right?
I am a Georgia boy.
So, since you're you're from there, you can call it whatever you want, I guess.
Well, yeah, and I work, like I said, I work down there, and it's chaos.
Yeah. So, well, hey, we got the first hour out of the way already. So we should remind everybody that we are broadcasting live on YouTube on the MFG Records live cam. So, music for grown-ups. Hey, we've already mentioned our Beach Buddha coffee and how we can't live without our Beach Buddha coffee. And if you're living without Beach Buddha coffee,
you are missing out.
You are losing. See, I can't even talk.
I know. How many beers have you had?
One.
Maybe that's the problem.
But if you haven't enjoyed Beach Buddha coffee, you are living a miserable, sad life. So if you want to find out what this Beach Buddha coffee is all about, slide over to TikiManRadio.com and click on the Beach Buddha banner, and that'll take you to their landing page, and you can see all the great stuff over there that they have, all the wonderful flavors, Coconut Bay and the Sunrise and the Hazelnut Bay and the Boomer, then the new one, Boomer Shamrock Bay, which is for a limited time only. And also, if you have not ordered from Beach Buddha before, make sure you use the code word Tiki Man for a nice little discount. How's that? Pretty good?
Perfect.
All right. Well, we've already mentioned Boomer's name a couple times. So how about we play some Boomer's music?
Sounds good to me.
All right.
This work week's been a nasty one. Yeah, I can't wait to hang up this suit. Boss man yells there's a hit the door and it's Friday, so I don't give a hoot. Traffic's moving awfully slow. It feels like we're all in reverse. I can't complain. I'm in better shape than the guy in the back of that hearse. I could use a smooth whiskey weekend, just me and a few of my friends. I'm gonna need a smooth whiskey weekend, the kind of party that you hope never ends. I'm gonna need a smooth whiskey weekend, just sipping my worries away. Call the boss and tell him I'm afraid I might not be making it to work Monday. I'm pretty tired, but I got this fire. It's burning down deep in my gut. Get only 2 days to recharge my battery. Well, who the hell comes up with this stuff? Made some calls standing on my front porch to some friends who were over work too. Then a welcome surprise comes to these eyes, cause some ladies just pulled in with the booze. It's gonna be a smooth whiskey weekend. Yeah, me and some of my closest friends. Gonna be a smooth whiskey weekend, and we'll party till the weekend spent. It's gonna be a smooth whiskey weekend, just sipping our worries away. Call the boss and tell him I'm afraid I might not be making it to work Monday. Well, I don't condone abusing up booze, but sometimes we all just gotta cut loose. And since I can't seem to burn at both ends, take my advice, cause I can highly recommend. We all deserve a smooth whiskey weekend, so round up a few of your friends. It's gonna be a smooth whiskey weekend. Use up the weekend till the bittersweet end. It's gonna be a smooth whiskey weekend, just sipping our worries away. Call the boss and tell him I'm afraid we just can't make it into work Monday. Faded jeans, my favorite tie-dye, and a pair of my most favorite kicks. The uniform of the weekend, some whiskey, damn right I'll have a sip. Go on and turn on some rock and roll, smile as a lady shake and swivel them lips. They're in a smooth whiskey weekend too, and there's nothing like a smooth whiskey kiss. It's gonna be a smooth whiskey weekend, yeah, me and all of my closest friends. Gonna be a smooth whiskey weekend, a big old party that we hope never ends. It's gonna be a smooth whiskey weekend, just sipping our worries away. So the boss won't mind anyway if I extend my weekend one more day. Call that boss and tell him I'm afraid I'm sleeping in all day. Yeah,
Hold tight with a leather fist. Watch out when he starts to twist. What the daddies used to tell them boys, how to ride them bulls. I got a jingle in my jeans, sore places in between, and I'm leaving old Salt Lake with a push and a pull. 10-4, buddy, come on back. A horse trailer on a Cadillac. Yeah, we're talking to the cowboy in the Coupe de Ville. Chugging, lugging up one side, sliding down the other. Well, I'm a lover of the other side of the hill. Turn up that radio. Don't wanna think about a rodeo. Don't wanna think about a roundup up in old Cheyenne. Well, it's a crazy circuit. Ah, but still you work it. Turn down that sound, boys. Let's get up and check the scan. 10-4, buddy, come on back. A horse trailer on a Cadillac. Yeah, we're talking to the cowboy in the Coupe de Ville. Chugging, lugging up one side, sliding down the other. Well, I'm a lover of the other side of the hill. Bandana hanging on the mirror, still wet from ear to ear. Well, I guess it's true then, what the wise men say. When you ride your last one, well, make sure he's the best one. Jump while he's moving, tip your hat, boys, and walk away. 10-4, buddy, come on back. A horse trailer on a Cadillac. Yeah, we're talking to the cowboy in the Coupe de Ville. Chugging, lugging up one side, sliding down the other. Well, I'm a lover of the other side of the hill. 10-4, buddy, come on back. A horse trailer on a Cadillac. Yeah, we're talking to the cowboy in the Coupe de Ville. Chugging, lugging up one side, sliding down the other. Well, I'm a lover of the other side of the hill. Well, I'm a lover of the other side of the hill.
Friday night under any old anywhere neon light, but they're just a little colder going down in a beach town. Ain't no place music ain't good for your soul, from a good cover band to that country radio, but you can't beat the way Buffett sounds in a beach town. Shark, turn it upside down, yeah, we're close to heaven where we are right here, right now, we're here right now, and there's nothing like a party crowd in a beach town. Hey! Well, you can fall in love anywhere in this world. There's something about a sun-kissed summer girl, get you falling faster than that sun sinking down in a beach town. So throw a line in that shark, turn it upside down, yeah, we're close to heaven where we are right here, right now, we're here right now, and there's nothing like a party crowd in a beach town. this pale blue dot. Whenever I am and even when I'm not, part of me's always hanging round in a beach town. So throw a line in that shark, turn it upside down, yeah, we're close to heaven where we are right here, right now. We're here right now, and there's nothing like a party crowd. Yeah, let me hear a party crowd in a beach town. Oh, in a beach town.
That's Aaron Schertz, Beach Town. I like that.
I did too.
That's
It's
the-
the first time I've heard it.
Yeah, that's the first time I've heard him. When I was going through trying to find some songs, and I came across his music, and really, really good artist. So.
You did well.
Hey,
Yeah.
thanks.
You did good.
Say, I try. That's all I try. Like I told you, I'm shooting from the hip. I don't know sometimes what I'm playing. I do play a little song roulette every once in a while. I just give the mouse a spin and see where it lands.
And it's funny, and I know that it's funny for the people that know me that are out there that are listening. Here he is. He's on a tropical country show,
Yeah.
listening in, helping out as needed. And I'm a headbanger. I really am.
So is Mr. Parks.
I'm a heavy metal guy, but these new artists and these new songs, it's refreshing.
Yeah.
And and they get stuck in your head.
Yeah.
And I am truly enjoying it.
Yeah,
Because it's new and it's fresh and it's.
Yeah, so much of there's a lot of debate when it comes to country music because there's a lot of artists out there they'll depending upon who the person is talking that's not country, the bro country got a bad hit because it wasn't traditional country and
every generation says the next generation's isn't country.
right and
Yeah.
when it comes to come to find out even the guys that are in the bro country hey, they put out a lot of good music. A lot of beach music too. Talking about the beach, talking about the lake.
Yeah.
That kind of music. But they also like the older influence as well. I mean, it's just because the music that they're producing, and a lot of times it's not the artist that
Right.
it's
There's a
it's the
huge
industry.
difference.
When you sell your soul to the industry,
Yeah.
they tell you what kind of music that you're going to make, and then
What
it's
they're
not
going to play on the air.
what they're going
Yes.
to play on the
There's
air.
a difference between
And
their commercial
it's
stuff
usually
and their
not
personal
until
stuff.
a lot of times later in an artist's career you'll hear this more traditional sounding music and why weren't they doing this the whole time? Well, they've had it in their arsenal the whole time. It was just that it was what the executives and everything thought that's not what they
have
wanted
to
to
get
hear
big
on
enough
radio.
to call their
So-
own shots.
Exactly. And things circulate around, and you can tell right now that some of the older sounding country is starting to make a comeback.
The 90s country
Yes.
is coming back big time. As a matter of fact, Doug Stone
Yes.
just announced that he's going to be going on tour this year. And I know that, a lot of the 80s and 90s country artists are still touring. I mean, Neil's still going, and Brian White has now started touring again. His kids are growing, so he's back on the road. Doug Stone just announced he's going to have another one. I'm trying to think. There was someone else this week.
Well, Claudia went to Doug Stone. I don't remember if it was last year or late 2019.
Really?
Her and a friend went. He was downtown at Songbirds. I think it was
Okay,
down at
yeah.
Songbirds.
Oh my gosh! How did we miss that?
She wears her shirt that she had autographed back in the late 80s, early 90s.
Right.
Yeah.
And he autographed it again for her.
Oh, how cool!
Yeah. She
Yeah.
wore that shirt. He's like, I've seen that thing before.
That's awesome.
So he autographed it again for her. And he told her his story of what he had been through and everything and how the
Yeah.
record companies just pretty much raped him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and that happens a
He
lot.
said, he's flat broke and kind of starting over again.
Yeah.
So get out and
Yeah.
support him, if you
Yeah.
like his music.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you right now, like you said, and the Thomas Rhett has a song out and now about kind of about how everybody's opinion of what their country music is, and I wish I'd have thought ahead and I'd actually had downloaded the song. Maybe we'll do that
It's
next
a good
week.
song, yeah.
But it's what's your country? What's your country song? And of course he gives a little shout out to his daddy in that one too.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's another one that is out.
Yeah.
Still
I
touring
really,
and doing Nashville, and we've learned over the years, working with Matt and touring with him, that a lot of these artists that we think have disappeared,
they haven't.
They have never stopped. They have been working their butts off. They just don't have the commercial support or the record label behind them anymore.
Right.
But they've never stopped doing what they love, and they've never stopped touring or performing or songwriting. And I never realized, you see a lot of one-hit wonders or people who have one album and then they disappear. And they really haven't gone anywhere. They're still busting their butt and doing what they love. They just don't have the backing.
And you see often, like I said, kind of like we talked about Craig Campbell last week.
Yeah.
You bust your butt, you sing in the bars, and you do everything to get your big break. And you got your big break. You're out there. You're a recording artist. You're doing doing all the traveling and living the dream. And then just like that, next thing you know, you're back to being an independent label. And back beating the bars, back right where you started from.
Yeah.
So, and it's just the kind of the cycle. It's very few percentage of the artists actually get to hang around for an entire career.
And I'm a huge one. Sorry, Golden. I'm a huge one for a lot of their. To me, a lot of an artist's best songs are songs that never made it to radio.
Right.
They're
B-sides.
the B-side songs. For those the rest of us who know the
know what a B-side is.
The records, yeah.
Well, hey, the
the 45.
The youngins are starting to find out because vinyl is coming back.
It is. It is. Kenny Rogers just had. They just announced that they're doing a 2-album vinyl set of all of. I think it's called. Let me think. I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget.
Time to get new styluses for your turntables.
It is. It is.
It's time to do it.
New needles.
You betcha.
21 number ones is what it's called.
21 number ones.
And it's going to be a 2-album set, a 2 vinyl. I guess it's called vinyl now, not a record. But 2-record set with 21 of his number 1 hits in celebration of his life and memory of him. So, records are making a huge comeback.
I have a friend that travels the country, and he works in a lot of different places, a lot of different towns. And he's a big if you've heard of him, Tyler Childers.
Oh yeah.
He really likes Tyler Childers.
My daughter loves him. Yeah.
So he's down here. Only way you can hear it is on maybe on a Pandora or YouTube. But he's traveling up. He's in the Northeast. He's working in Maine, and he's on the radio all the time up there.
Yep.
But down here,
Nobody knows
he's
him.
never played, and I'm wondering what reason. What is the reasoning behind that? I don't know.
When I was working with Matt, I ran into a lot of, believe it or not, terrestrial radio has become such a corporate business that they, you have all these huge small stations that are owned by these huge corporations like iHeartRadio and different people, and they actually have people that their only job is to listen to the incoming music that's been submitted and pick what they think people are going to like. And so when we were trying to get Matt's music out there were a lot of radio stations that would say, hey, I love that song, that's really good, but we don't play independent artists. And so that's one of the things that makes Tiki Man Radio so amazing, because Tiki Man Radio is all about the independent artist, and we play we play signed artists, we play a little bit of everything. Danny, Tiki Man plays a little bit of everything: blues, country, rock, jazz, a lot of coastal music. But for an artist to be able to find a station that will play independent, artist is amazing. Yeah, I mean, that's like hitting the jackpot when you find a few. So maybe that has something to do with it.
And nowadays, the independent with YouTube out there, there are a lot of these independent artists who have gotten the big breaks.
Yeah.
Because they haven't got no local airplay with the radio stations, and then they get their big break on YouTube.
Right.
Luke Combs comes to mind. Kane Brown. They got their big breaks.
Justin Bieber.
Well, Michelle Myers. Michelle.
He doesn't count.
Michelle Myers just mentioned an artist by the name of Cliff Cody, and no, I have never.
No, I have not heard of him.
No, she said he sings at Hawk's Breath in Key West.
Oh,
we need to check him out.
Write that down so I can check him out, because I'm always looking for to new artists and things that you don't really hear a lot of times on Tiki Man Radio, because we want to give you a variety. We don't want to play the same old songs, the same songs that you would hear on the Sunday show or throughout the week. We want to try to give you a little bit of variety, and of course, our independent singer-songwriters are the backbone of Tiki Man Radio, because we're giving them airplay when a lot of other radio stations won't, because there are some damn good artists out there that deserve the break, and
they deserve to be played.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
because I'm going to tell you, they put in the work, and you don't want to talk about talented songwriting. Just because they're not getting that mainstream attention doesn't mean they don't deserve airplay, because they do.
Yeah.
And our hope is that maybe we'll play one of these artists that you've never heard of before. You're going to check out their music, you'll like their music, and then you'll go out and buy their music. So, and of course, whenever you buy their music, we always suggest,
buy it straight from the artist.
Buy it straight from the artist. Go to their website and buy it from them. You never know. You may get that CD autographed and or something like that. But definitely, it's all about our independent artists.
They get like 3 cents for a song off of iTunes.
Yeah. iTunes, Spotify. They don't pay the artists. Really, really nothing. So But okay, well, you mentioned Kenny Rogers, and I can't go.
I love Kenny Rogers.
Well, I can't go without playing a Kenny Rogers
That's
song.
why my wife loves beards. That's why I have to wear a beard
Kenny?
today. Yep.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's not white, but it will be.
Well, it's hard to pick out a favorite Kenny Rogers song, because there are so many. But I'm going to play one of my favorite. How about that?
That's
All
fine.
right.
All right.
On a warm summer's eve, on a train bound for nowhere, I met up with a gambler. We were both too tired to sleep, so we took turns of staring out the window at the darkness, till boredom overtook us, and he began to speak. He said, "Son, I've made a life out of reading people's faces and knowing what the cards were by the way they held their eyes. So if you don't mind my saying, I can see you're out of aces. For a taste of your whiskey, I'll give you some advice." So I handed him my bottle, and he drank down my last swallow. Then he bummed a cigarette and asked me for a light. And the night got deathly quiet, and his face lost all expression. Said, "If you're gonna play the game, boy, you gotta learn to play it right. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done." Every gambler knows that the secret to surviving is knowing what to throw away, knowing what to keep. 'Cause every hand's a winner and every hand's a loser, and the best that you can hope for is to die in your sleep. And when he'd finished speaking, he turned back toward the window, crushed out a cigarette, faded off to sleep. And somewhere in the darkness, the gambler, he broke even. But in his final words, I found an ace that I could keep. You got to know when
to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the deal is done.
Baby, if you're looking, I won't be here for long. Don't sweet talk me, 'cause I'm already gone. The only thing I wanna feel is the sand under my feet. I'm on the run, run, run. You can try to catch me, but I'm a saltwater gypsy, soaking up the sun. Ain't got no time for worries. I don't answer to no one, 'cause I'm living wild, living free, living out here where I can be a saltwater gypsy. You can find me where the sand's right under my feet. Yeah. Call me careless as I sip on this Corona all day. Don't judge me. I let the tide wash my sins away. The only thing I wanna hear is the music to the waves. Makes me wanna stay, stay, stay on the Pensacola Bay. I'm a saltwater gypsy, soaking up the sun. Ain't got no time for worries. I don't answer to no one, 'cause I'm living wild, living free, living out here where I can be a saltwater gypsy. You can find me where the sand's right under my feet. Wanna be a beach bum? Come and get you some salt on your skin like a margarita. So good on your tongue, down by the water where life is sweeter. I'm a saltwater gypsy, soaking up the sun. Ain't got no time for worries. I don't answer to no one, 'cause I'm living wild, living free, living out here where I can be a saltwater gypsy. You can find me where the sand's right under my feet. Ooh, yeah, right under my feet. I'm a saltwater gypsy. Ooh, yeah, I'm a saltwater gypsy.
Saltwater Gypsy. That is Aubrey Wallet.
Love her voice.
Yeah, she's my newest
That was
Facebook
great.
friend.
I love it.
So I reached out to her earlier in the week and kind of requested her 'cause trying to make some contacts for the show so that when, once I get this whole flying the plane thing under, kind of get it to be second nature, we're going to move on to doing interviews and with the video. So we're gonna work on that slowly but surely.
Baby steps.
Baby steps. So, we have any shout outs that we need to get to?
Yeah, actually. We have, and I think he had commented once before, but Kent.
Okay.
Kent.
Okay.
He says he was listening on the app, but once we started talking about the independent artists, he wanted to come over to YouTube and say hey. And he said what attracted him to our station was the uniqueness of independent artists. And he named some independent artists that we love, like Boomer Blake, Tim Campbell,
oh yeah,
Joe Downing, Jesse Rice, Erica Sunshine Lee, Sonny Jim, John Patty. All the folks that we love to play here at Tiki Man Radio. So welcome aboard, Kent.
Absolutely.
Thanks for chiming in.
Yeah, we appreciate that. We appreciate you checking out our show. I believe I recognize that name from he watches the Sunday show pretty regularly. He's a fairly new listener, I believe.
Wonderful.
If I remember. And so we appreciate you coming and
listeners.
Yeah.
and appreciate you coming and checking out this crazy show. We're still not sure what the Tiki Man was thinking when he said we could have our own show, but hey, we're rolling with
We're
it.
glad he did.
We're glad he did.
Kids loose.
But if you are listening out there and you have a business and you would like to partner with Tiki Man Radio and specifically sponsor this broadcast, go over to tikimanradio@gmail.com and you can connect with the Tiki Man and talk about maybe hooking up and sponsoring this show so we can stay on the air.
Yeah.
So, and when we're talking about sponsors, of course, we have to mention MFG Records Tropical for our YouTube live cast.
Yeah.
Thanks
to them, we're able to see people were able to see the faces that are meant for radio.
Right. There's a reason it's usually just radio.
Okay.
We have fun though.
Yeah,
we have fun.
So I think from what I understand, you have some programming announcements to make.
I do.
All right. What are these?
All right. So don't forget this coming Monday, I believe it's the 8th, Blame It on Buffett podcast is going to start broadcasting on Tiki Man Radio with Miss Aaliyah Moore, 7 p.m.
Yeah,
I listened to that one
definitely.
today.
Definitely.
Her interview with Danny Lynn.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and it's funny because I was outside listening to that one while I was grilling.
Mm-hmm.
Claudia was inside listening to another one that she had on. I think it was with Boomer, an interview that she had. So she was listening to one, I was listening to the other.
Right.
So very interesting, very good.
And she's definitely. It sounds like she's reached out to the independent artists and
she's very interesting.
She talked to Danny Lynn here about Tiki Man Radio, and so we're glad for them to come aboard and be on every Monday night.
Yeah.
And then I believe we have a new program popping up on Tuesdays.
Party in Paradise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They're supposed to be a lot of fun. So.
Can they be more fun than us?
Nobody's more. Well, maybe.
Yeah, they have to be more fun than us.
We'll see.
Yeah, maybe the big show on Sunday mornings is more fun than us, but.
Yeah. People just laugh at us because they feel sorry for us. Specifically, they feel sorry for you going, I can't believe she has to put up with him. So, and believe it or not, she chose me.
I did.
Isn't that the sad part?
I did. Third time was a charm.
Let me tell you what, though. You think about it, she chose me, and I was above the bar she had set. So, what's that say?
That was what I always told the wife. I said, boy, I'm glad you lowered your standards.
Oh, no. Her standards.
My standards went up.
Her standards couldn't go any lower. That's why the bar was so low, it didn't take much for me to be able to jump over it.
Limbo lower now.
Well, when we're talking about some programming coming up, Sunday mornings with the Tiki Man coming up this Sunday at 10 a.m., we have one of our special guests is going to be Erica Sunshine Lee.
Yeah.
So she's going to be talking about, I'm sure she's going to be talking about some possible new music, or, I'm sure her and Danny Lynn will be able to let everybody know what's going on there in her world, and hopefully all these artists, things are getting calmed down now, so we're finally getting live music back.
Yes, thank
Finally.
Yes.
The split video interview that he does on YouTube is, I think that's just fantastic.
It
Where he brings the other person in and they're, they're communicating back and forth. And you
See,
can
I
see
can do-
both pieces. I think it's great.
Yeah.
Well, you guys don't get to see it
Yeah.
because you're in here.
Right.
But I get to watch it. I get to
Just
enjoy
like right now, I got the camera on YouTube.
Right.
And I got myself up here now. Up here, I'm hidden up in the corner.
There he is.
Hi.
Oh, I see you.
You are getting all
Hey,
professional.
I'm getting kind of handy dandy with this stuff. You just never know what I'm going to learn.
Michelle Meyer says it makes her feel like she's watching family. We do great.
Aww.
We are family.
We love you, Michelle.
We are
and,
family,
and we consider everybody that listens in and interacts with us, and family as well. I mean, when it comes to it, you guys have been here. We've met, and it's just a great community. The Trop Rock, the Coastal Americana, it's just a family.
Yeah.
When you talk about a family, you can't forget to mention probably the biggest family out there, and that is the Conkfish Nation.
That's right.
Which Tiki Man Radio is the official radio station of the Conkfish Nation, and damn proud that we are. So we got a lot of friends in the Conkfish Nation. So
I can't wait to get down there to meet them.
Hopefully
first week in November.
First week of November, we will be going to Key West to finally get to meet all of our friends down there and get to see B-Man and Michelle, and I think we're going to have to really prep ourselves to go finally meet the mayor.
I cannot wait.
He is so much fun, and he
has a lot of energy.
Yeah, and he is such a positive. Has positive influence.
I love reading his posts
he just
in the morning on Facebook.
Constantly is spreading positivity, and when we talk about a role model, when we talk about our dieting, to see where he is now to where he came from to where he is now is just absolutely amazing, and he's absolute inspiration. And you can't talk about, a funnier guy. I think he should have his own stand-up comedy routine.
With his
they should give him a
right.
I think we may have to talk to the Tiki Man about giving the mayor a sitcom on YouTube or something.
Just follow him around for a little while.
Yeah. Right.
I don't know if some of his, the way his life is, if it would be suitable for television. He'd have to have like a black box or blurs in front of the screen,
for his naked beach time.
Because
it looked like he's hovering above the ground.
Because we have to remind him every Sunday to put clothes on. So you just never know.
If I lived down there, I would probably be in the buff too.
Yeah.
If I would, I don't know about in the buff, but if I could, I would live a little more like him.
Well, think about this though. He has his own private beach in his backyard.
Yeah.
He can run around naked all he wants.
Listen, I don't.
I just feel sorry for poor Brody the dog. That dog's like, what the hell did I get myself into?
Take me back to the pound.
Brody loves him.
No, Brody loves him, and I'm going to tell you what, he loves that dog. You can tell with all the videos.
He misses Big Dog, but he loves Brody.
Yeah. Brody wears him out.
Oh yeah.
So
I think they're a match for each other.
He said the dog's very high energy, and I'm like, is it possible for the dog to be higher energy than you? But I guess anything's possible.
That's right, Scott. We are one big, happy, dysfunctional family. That's us.
and Kent says we all look awesome.
Oh, thank you.
We appreciate that.
Yeah.
With Coastal Americana music, that's great.
Yeah.
I have a face only a mama can love. And sometimes I kind of wonder about that.
Dang, Ma.
Jody says he's surprised more musicians aren't doing their own record label. He had his own record label when he was 23.
I didn't know that.
Very nice.
I didn't
he
know
said
that.
it's a long story and complete different types of music. That's awesome.
Maybe I can talk to you about that one day,
Yeah.
Jody. I had no idea.
That's really cool. It is becoming more popular. More musicians are doing
Do
that.
we have his music here at Tiki Man Radio? I'm going to have to check this out.
No,
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think we
No?
do.
No. Well, if we don't have your music here at Tiki Man Radio, get a hold of Danny Lynn at tikimanradio@gmail.com and
blow him up.
And work with him on getting your music out to him so he can give it a listen. Definitely, because he's always looking for new independent artists to highlight here on Tiki Man Radio. So definitely for sure. So, all right. Well, we mentioned on Sunday, Erica Sunshine Lee is going to be the guest on one of the guests here on the Sunday show. So how about we play one of her songs?
Let's hear it.
All right.
Everybody's talking about the ball game coming up. I've got my colors on show on my team, some love and relaxing with a little something in my cup. Fill it on up, fill it on up, fill it on up. Give me some of that good time, cheap wine, soaking up the sunshine, like the good old days ain't all rolled back. Give me some of that, give me some of that, give me some of that good time. Give me some of that taste of a kiss on a hot summer night, the kind you can't wait for, gotta have more. Feels so right, feels so right, feels so right. Give me some of that good time. Oh, give me some of that good time. I got some buddies hanging out in a cooler full of beer, and a stash out in my back shed with a couple jars of that clear, so we can turn it on up, turn it on up, turn it on up. Give me some of that good time, cheap wine, soaking up the sunshine, like the good old days ain't all rolled back. Give me some of that, give me some of that, give me some of that good time. Give me some of that taste of a kiss on a hot summer night, the kind you can't wait for, gotta have more. Feels so right, feels so right, feels so right. Give me some of that good time. Oh, give me some of that good time. Give me some of that good time. Oh, give me some of that good time, good time, good time. Let me tell you now, you kick your shoes off, crank up the beat. You got the music playing loud, the neighbors up the street came by to see what's going on, and we're already on the third round of beer pong. Somebody's passing around a bottle, somebody's passed out, but ain't nobody about to leave this house. People dancing around and they're spilling the drink. Come on, let me hear you sing. Give me some of that good time, cheap wine, soaking up the sunshine, like the good old days ain't all rolled back. Give me some of that, give me some of that, give me some of that good time. Give me some of that taste of a kiss on a hot summer night, the kind you can't wait for, gotta have more. Feels so right, feels so right, feels so right. Give me some of that good time. Oh, give me some of that good time. Give me some of that good time. Oh, give me some of that good time, good time, good time.
Feet up, anchor down, 30 sunblock getting rubbed around your body. Oh yeah. Too hot, dive in, take a little swim, float around out in the water. Oh, what do you say? We'll stay all day right here, where the sun sets on tan lines, footprints on low tides, boardwalk band plugging in for the night. Party boats are tying up, combo drinks are getting drunk. It's all good, it's alright, just getting high on a salt life, on a salt life. Cool breeze, palm trees, start to feel the ease of a beer buzz, and I like it a little too much. And all I wanna do is stay right here with you, and baby, so get up. Oh, don't you love days it ain't like this? band plugging in for the night. Party boats are tying up and combo drinks are getting drunk. It's all good, it's alright, just getting high on a salt line. Yeah. On a salt line. Yeah. Beach bums, party flip-flops, no tick-tock on a snowbird's watch. It never stops, it never stops, it never stops. Where the sun sets on tan lines, footprints on low tides, boardwalk band plugging in for the night. Yeah, party boats are tying up and combo drinks are getting drunk. It's all good, it's alright, just getting high on a salt line. Yeah. On a salt line, yeah. Feels so good to live a salt life.
Oh, it feels so good to live a salt life, wouldn't it?
It would.
It would. That's Chuck Wicks, talking about a popular, Nashville recording artist.
Yeah.
He had got his
Stealing
break, and he was
Cinderella.
with Stealing Cinderella. The #1 wedding song I think ever.
Yeah.
And now he's an independent artist.
Yeah.
Way
to go.
He lost his record deal, and then
He's been a radio DJ for
he's
a
been
few
a
years.
he's been a radio DJ for he did several years. He did was on Nash Icon on the morning show. Started out with I think Blair Garner, and then moved on to
Ty.
Bentley, and then Ty Bentley left, and then they disbanded the show.
Yeah.
And then, but now he actually has his own podcast out called Talking with Chuck.
Yes.
Where he talks with a lot of his Nashville buddies and things like that, and they talk about the industry and everything. And he's just now gotten back into the studio and started recording again. And I saw
just had his first baby.
And
he's married to
Jason Aldean's sister. Yeah.
Yeah.
That has to give you a leg up in the industry, don't you? You would think, but
I don't know.
you would think. But here he is. He's an independent artist. He said that I saw on Facebook where he just announced that his current single that he just did, they released it on to YouTube, and the label that he's on right now,
Indie label.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure if it was an indie label or if it's a. I'm not sure, but they told if it gets enough YouTube views, they will release that single to radio.
Oh, is that how it is?
So that's his kind of his current deal. So, he's not officially on back on the radio or anything like that. But they said that if he gets so many YouTube views and gets popular, gets enough feedback. They will release that. And
it's a song that he wrote about or for his wife.
Yeah. So you'd figure
it's
he
beautiful.
he hit it big with a wedding song. So why not make your comeback with another wedding song, right?
Right.
So,
right.
but
Well, there's another Kent. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I said if you're going to go on YouTube and if you're going to listen to somebody's channel, subscribe.
Yeah, including Tiki Man Radio.
Yeah, that's exactly
Absolutely.
where I was headed. Yeah, don't be a leech like I have been for so many years, and just go ahead and hit the subscribe.
Well,
button.
we don't realize, I think, how much it really helps.
And now we know.
It is a huge help whenever you can, like and subscribe to their page.
Right.
The record labels, the powers that be, all of them. That's why we end up getting blocked for copyright, even though we're a radio station, is because even though we do pay royalties to the artists.
Oh, you would have to bring that up now because I have a story, and we're getting close to the end of the show, and you would bring that up.
Sorry.
Right.
You would bring that up, but go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But even though we the station pays royalties and things like that, we still get blocked. So if we get enough views at Tiki Man Radio, not just us, but all of the videos on Tiki Man Radio, then hopefully we can stop getting blocked and have to stop it.
Yeah, because even though
Get
we got over our 1,000 subscribers and now we're well over 2,000 subscribers, thank you everybody.
Yeah.
We still have to have so many views a month. I believe it's like 4,000 views a month that we have to have.
And so many in a year, right?
And so many in a year. And there's Tiki Man, he explains that on Sunday about that whole thing. And I think he explained it last week. He stopped in here and talked a little bit about it. So, but definitely don't be a voyeur. If you're going to get on here, watch, give us a thumbs up. Like, subscribe,
ring the
bell so you get the notifications when all these live programmings come up, because Tiki Man Radio is growing. We got the Blame It on the Buffet, we got the
Party in Paradise,
the Party in Paradise on Tuesdays. You got Tropical Country,
B-Dawg and
Tropical
Lou.
Country every Wednesday with B-Dawg and Lou. And of course our man Golden over here. He's supposed to be coming up with an idea for his cooking show.
We're working on it.
Yeah, he's working on it.
So that will be a YouTube exclusive right there. So so there's definitely a lot of material and that is soon to come out. So make sure you have that notification bell on so you do not miss out on any of the great stuff. Because you can always go back. There's always some people who says I'll watch it later. But let me tell you, if you don't watch it live, you're missing out on a lot of stuff. Because unfortunately, a lot of times when we go off the air, the video will disappear. Because, even though we're a radio station and we're licensed and, all of that, the computer does not recognize that when it goes through, and it picks out something, and next thing you know, you're blocked because of a copyright.
Yeah.
Right.
So what we have to do is before we go back and put them, back up for public view, we got to go back in and edit those videos, and we got to take out a lot. So that make sure so we get rid of those copyright blocks. So if you don't watch it live, you are missing out. So don't miss out.
That's right. Kent said, we thought Kent was a new listener.
He was number 300.
He was number 300.
Oh, he was?
Yeah, he was subscriber 300 on YouTube.
Well,
he's been with us a while, and he actually...
I apologize.
He actually said Steve Stafford is an artist, a.k.a. Uncle Monkey.
Uncle Monkey.
He said, because he's out, I believe Kent's in California.
Okay.
But he said he's one of the local trop rock artists. He plays out of a sailboat in Marina Del Rey. How cool is that?
That would be fun to watch and listen to.
Yeah, so I did write down his name, Kent, so that we could look him up for sure.
All right. Well, like I said, we're getting close to the end of the hour, and so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna play another one and go out there to Scott so that we can make sure he gets his fill of Kenny Chesney before he heads to the Keys. How's that?
All right.
Seen the skyline of New York City, fireflies in Tennessee. Sipped a little shine from a paper sack that'll knock the horns off a Cadillac. I must have sat on a dozen islands, watched the sun sink into the sea. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt and hat, but my favorite place to be is here and now. Nowhere else in this world tonight. You and me, ain't it good to be alive? Ain't no better place, ain't no better time than here and now. Everybody's waiting, but they're waiting on what? Better get to living, cause all we got is here and now. Think I fell in love for the first time with the Gulf of Mexico. Thought I found a true love in Malibu, but that water was a little too cold. Yeah, I left a few tears in the rear view, one or two that were hard to forget. Why you think we call the present, cause there ain't no better gift than here and now. Nowhere else in this world tonight. You and me, ain't it good to be alive? Ain't no better place, ain't no better time than here Everybody's waiting, but they're waiting on what? Better get to living, cause all we got is here and now. People dreaming about a one-day Sundays, waiting just around the bend. I used to be one wondering when they come, but now I'm living in. Yeah, I'm living in the here and now, nowhere else in this world tonight. You and me, ain't it good to be alive? Ain't no better place, ain't no better time than here and now. Everybody's waiting, but they're waiting on what? Better get to living, cause all we got is here and now.
That's right, the here and now. That's where we're living, is in the here and now, right?
Always.
No other place to be.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to look back.
No. We certainly don't. Look ahead. Look ahead, because there's great things ahead. Great things ahead coming up on Tiki Man Radio.
Yeah.
So, can you believe 2 hours?
It's that time.
Just like that. So it's a pretty smooth hour for the most part.
Knock on wood.
I thought it went good.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but I had a great time tonight. So
I did too.
It's fun. I love the fact all the people have been chiming in with us. You know, it just makes the 2 hours go fast. I mean, sometimes I think if we keep this up, then we may have to talk to Tiki Man about a third hour because.
I mean, it does. I mean, everybody chiming in, and we can tell the things they're talking about, and it gives everybody an opportunity to be on there.
Yeah, absolutely. Because as much as we talk about, our independent artists being the backbone of Tiki Man Radio. Tiki Man Radio wouldn't be nothing without the listeners.
That's right.
So we thank you for everything that you do for Tiki Man Radio and everything that you've done for Lou and I in this adventure. With we appreciate the support and the love you've shown us and the encouragement, even when we screw up majorly. You show us nothing but love, and we greatly appreciate that. So, but so we got to wrap things up. We got to talk about again. Thank you, our sponsors. Thank you, MFG Records, Tropical Division, for our YouTube live cam tonight. And we have to, of course, we've mentioned Beach Buddha Coffee, the best roast coast to coast. And go over on TikiManRadio.com. Check on the Beach Buddha banner. That's a mouthful.
I was impressed you made it through that.
Yeah.
You got it.
And check out everything that they got to offer over there. And remember, if you're a first-time buyer, use the code word Tiki Man for your little discount there.
It's worth it.
It is worth it. And plus, they also give a percentage of that purchase to charity for the Artist Relief Fund. So, and of course, because all them artists, they took a beating over 2020, so they can use all the help that they can get. So for sure. Programming updates, of course, stay tuned this coming Saturday for Jukebox Saturday mornings for all that shagging on the beach music. And as Pete Tiki Man says, it starts when you get up, Buttercup. And then again, I will be back here Sunday mornings with the Tiki Man and
for the big show.
For the big show with Sunday mornings with the Tiki Man that starts at 10 a.m. And of course, we will have Erica Sunshine Lee as a special guest, and I believe there's another guest that will be joining us. But it's always a fun show.
Hippie chick, J-Man.
Yes, the whole crowd will be here.
Yeah,
whole crew. We never know who's going to pop in.
That's true.
No, if they don't change those locks, I can show up too.
Yeah, I think he's not changing the locks. He just likes having you around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. So, but again, we appreciate everybody. And again, like I said, if you own a business and you like what you've seen with this broadcast and you want to partner with us and Tiki Man Radio, send us a shout to tikimanradio@gmail.com. And we'll see what we can work out of.
Let them know you want to partner with Tropical Country or Tiki Man Radio, either one.
Yeah, Tropical Country.
Please.
Subliminal messages.
I'm not too proud to beg. That's a song.
Hey, I'll grovel. So, all right. So, what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and we will when after our closing song, as normal, we're going to close out with Jerry Jeff Walker as we do every show.
Yeah.
We will be immediately rolling back to the bass. So once we do that, if your music sounds a little off, just reboot your app and it'll all be okay. All right. So hold on here. Let's do this. All right, I got the camera. Everybody look over that camera and tell everybody bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Have a good week.
See you guys next week, guys.
We've been here a week or so. Now it's finally time to go. Can't believe how quickly time has flown. Packing up the bathing suits, getting out the cowboy boots. That's a sign we must be going home. Time to stop for a little while. We were part of a tiny island, made a lot of friends we'll keep for life. When we get back home to Texas and they ask us what we miss most, I'll shrug my shoulders and I'll smile. Early mornings on the longboat dock, drinking coffee as the sun comes up. Lazy days napping in the big deck chair. Late night dancing in a front street bar, walking home underneath the stars. Man, it's like some dream we live down here. Last night we ate conch and lobster. Mark said it was his favorite dinner, maybe even the best one of his life. Dining underneath the stars, Chilean wine and Cuban cigars. I smiled at him and said, you could be right. And he got real quiet and he said, you know, hell, I worked hard all my life, made a lot of dough. I've been everywhere. So I don't think it gets any better than down here. I mean the warmth and love of the people here. No crime, no hate or fear. I don't think I'm ready for that world waiting for me back there. I need me just one more morning on the longboat dock, drinking coffee as the sun comes up, drinking Billiken beer in a big deck chair. Late night dancing in a front street bar, making love underneath the stars. Man, it's like some dream we live down here. Walking home underneath the stars, hearing voices from that empty bar. Man, it's like some dream we live down there. We've been here a week or so. Now it's finally time to go. Can't believe how quickly time has flown. Packing up the bathing suits, getting out the cowboy boots. That's a sign we must be going home.